And then the chopped tomatoes, I use petite diced tomatoes because I just think they're like the style better than little baby tomatoes versus big old chunks. And that's it. And you just, the only work you have to do is browning your meat. And I know a lot of women I know are so organized, they'll brown 10 pounds on a, and they divide it. Do y'all do that? Do you do that?
I always wish that I had.
Yeah, I always wish that I was that woman too. I'm in Brookshire's every day because I cannot make up my mind what I'm hungry for, basically. And so it takes a lot of
Cook for God.
She should. Is that how he thinks? Well, I've
Can we make
trained,
an arrangement?
yeah, seriously. I've trained 2 boys that way, and I feel sorry for them because
They're wild.
yeah, that's what I feel sorry for, their wives, actually, because we all talk every morning about, when we, say our prayers at night, I ask them what they want for breakfast. And they get what they want, every morning, within reason, but, I didn't know you didn't do that. My mom didn't do that for me, so I'm not sure why I started that whole thing. But it's just a way I can show love, and I don't mind. And so I'll make grits and sausage, or I'll make, whatever they want. And then at breakfast, we usually talk about, well, what do you want to eat tonight? And then I make it. It's like, whoa, instant, whatever you want. No, at least
They're
I
always
make
going to stay home.
Yeah,
They never get rid
but
of
that's okay.
They're never gonna get a wife.
No, they can cook
A
okay,
wife's
but
gonna get it. A wife.
yeah. Well, the calligraphy one can cook. The one that did your name tag can cook. He actually can cook pretty well. Actually, Will, the older one, no, he doesn't. But anyway, I forgot totally why I'm telling you that. But anyway, this turkey and black bean chili, my family loves. The unsalted beef stock, I cannot find that. So I used reduced sodium beef stock. If you know a source for it, let me know. But when you taste it, I did not add any salt. It says on here, I think, it doesn't, just a salt, pepper to taste or whatever. But just so you know, I didn't add any salt at all. So I cook that way mostly at home, to be honest with you. And then we add it if we need it or not. I noticed I can get away with that. And I was just adding salt for no reason. And kind of in the food world right now, how it was low carb. Everywhere I go, everybody asks me, what's the sodium is really big right now. Everybody wants low sodium, and it does affect so much of your health that we used to not be aware of. So I try not to, between the beef stock and the tomatoes, that's a lot of sodium already in there. So use less salt and then let them add it at the table, or you taste it and add it, yeah?
I'm a big fan of Alton Brown, and
Yeah.
he uses kosher salt, so I switched to kosher salt. I don't know that there's really much of a taste difference, but what is the difference between that and sea salt and table salt?
Yeah, I get asked that all the time. I get asked what olive oils, what's the difference in olive oils too? Okay, kosher salt has nothing to, it is kosher, but it is nothing to do with that really, or whatever. It's a coarser salt. You can control the intensity a whole lot better, and that's why chefs use it. Than you can the fine grain. It's not as strong. And sea salt, I don't know the difference between sea salt and kosher salt, to be honest. I use them interchangeably. I use sea salt at the table. I have a pink Himalayan salt that somebody gave me that it's to die for. And there's like smoked salts, all these things out now. But when I cook, I only use kosher salt because I have it in a little bowl by the kitchen. And I can get it with my hand, and I can just control it better. So I don't know what, there's no advantage to it. I don't think it's iodized either, is it?
I mean, it has no iodine,
Yeah.
which I think is what makes
It kosher. Yeah, that's true. And so, but all chefs use kosher salt because you can just control the intensity a whole lot better. Now, that being said, in baking, don't do that. Use the Morton's fine salt, or you're gonna have pieces of salt taste in what you're baking. But just stick with the regular old salt for that. And sea salt, I guess I think of it more as a finishing salt. Does that make sense?
I think it has more minerals in it.
It has more, it's better for you probably. And there's all different kinds.
Right.
But I use sea salt more table side, or a real flavor enhancer. Do you know, Bijay, anything more?
That's what we use, the Celtic or Celtic sea salt.
Okay.
It's supposed to be healthier, more minerals.
Yeah.
like you
Yeah,
said.
more minerals.
I found out you can get it iodized or not, either one, on the sea salt.
Oh, cool.
You have to kind of look.
Where do you get it?
I got it at Walmart.
At Walmart? Is it the kind you grind, or is
No,
it
it's just a
in a
plain
box?
old
thing.
Canister.
The blue one? Okay, I know which one you're. And olive oil too, they're on that subject. I mean, there's all different kinds of olive oil depending on what you cook with. I can go over that later because we're gonna run out of time, but those are the two questions I get asked the most, salt and olive oil.
Well, it sounds like a lot of meat in this. What size crock pot does this call for?
Yes, it's this will serve 10 people. This is a,
Twice.
yeah,
Twice.
yeah, that's right.
Leftovers.
That's right. Remember, this recipe was a Texas meat-only chili.
Okay.
And so that's why it's heavy on the meat, but I added beans to it. But you'll see, you could cut back on the meat and add 2 more cans of beans if you wanted to.